Encanto Trivia Quiz. Questions 1. In which country does the movie Encanto take place? A. Colombia. B. Portugal. C. Spain. D. Brazil. Answer: A. Colombia. Seemingly adding to the blurring of magic and reality in the film, Encanto takes place in Colombia but no specific city is mentioned as the setting. Questions 2. In addition to her triplets, what item is Alma carrying in the beginning of the film that later creates a magical home? A. Candle. B. Cell phone. C. Watch. D. Board game. Answer: A candle. Shortly after giving birth to her triplets, Alma's village is invaded and they are forced to flee. Her husband, Pedro, is killed during the invasion and his sacrifice to protect his family seemingly provides magical powers to Alma's candle. Since the death of her husband 50 years prior to the main action of the film, the candle has unnaturally remained lit and provided their home and members of the Madrigal family with special powers. Questions 3. Which of the following is true about the main character, Mirabel Madrigal, in the film Encanto? A. She has partial magical powers of every other member of her family. B. She can revive people from the dead. C. She has no magical powers. D. She does not age. Answer: C. She has no magical powers. While young, members of the Madrigal family go through an initiation of sorts in which their magical power is revealed in front of a door. When Mirabel's ceremony took place, the door simply vanished into sand, indicating that Mirabel does not possess any magical gifts. This lack of magical ability has caused Mirabel to try extra hard to accomplish things and made her somewhat of an outcast with her family. Questions 4. In the movie Encanto, who has the ability to talk to animals? A. Mirabel's daughter, Melissa. B. Mirabel's cousin, Antonio. C. Mirabel's son, Juan. D. Mirabel's niece, Patricia. Answer: B. Mirabel's cousin, Antonio. In Encanto, Mirabel's younger cousin Antonio looks up to her as a sister and mentor. He is scared at his magical initiation ceremony and Antonio has Mirabel walk him up the stairs before his magical power is revealed. The magically able members of Mirabel's family all take a picture together and feeling left out, Mirabel leaves the party. Questions 5. Luisa develops what bodily process in addition to feelings of anxiety? A. Armpit sweating. B. Finger tapping. C. Restless leg syndrome. D. Eye twitching. Answer: D. Eye twitching. Mirabel's sister Luisa has superhuman strength, enabling her to easily move heavy objects, and villagers rely on her to fix things. Sensing that she is losing her strength, Luisa develops eye twitching that both Mirabel and Dolores notice. Luisa's dwindling strength also makes her anxious about letting down her family and village. Question 6. What animals does Bruno live with in the bowels of the Madrigal home? A. Rats. B. Pigeons. C. Bees. D. Goldfish. Answer: A. Rats. Tio Bruno's magical power was the ability to see the future. After he shared to Abuela certain unclear visions of the future about the Madrigal home and family losing their magical powers, he was banished. However, Bruno did not actually leave the Madrigal home, but rather he lived in hiding inside the home's walls. When Mirabel found him, Bruno was quite disheveled and he seemingly passed the time by befriending dozens of rats that he dressed up and played games with. Question 7. What special power does Isabella have, that is shown in full display to Mirabel after their embrace? A. Isabella can heal illnesses. B. Isabella can fly. C. Isabella can make flowers, plants. B. Isabella can see through anything. Answer: C. Isabella can make flowers, plants. Mirabel and Isabella hug. Isabella feels a sense of freedom. She then creates numerous plants including a cactus and carnivorous plants. Questions 8. What happens as Mirabel confronts Abuela, telling her that no member of the family can ever be good enough for her? A. The madrigals all start fighting each other. B. Mirabel's father Agustin is shot. C. The madrigal home crumbles. D. Abuela has a heart attack and dies. Answer. C. The madrigal home crumbles. Just before the madrigal home comes crumbling down, the magical members of the madrigal family lose their powers and their magical candle's light goes out. Abuela blames Mirabel for the family and home losing magical abilities, but Mirabel contends that no matter what they do, no one can live up to Abuela's expectations. Questions 9. After the unfortunate occurrence at the madrigal home, Mirabel goes in hiding. At what location does she settle? Where? A. A mountainside. B. A river bank. C. A desert. D. An abandoned mine. Answer. B. A river bank. In possession of the candle, Mirabel relocates to a riverbank after the madrigal home is destroyed. Abuela ends up finding her there, tells her the history of the spot, and they make up and eventually go back to the crumbled madrigal home. The villagers end up helping the madrigal family rebuild their home, and after Mirabel puts a doorknob on the front door of the home and her family members' magic is restored.